Welcome to Yes Brainer, where we dive deep into the intriguing world of psychology. Hold on to your neurons as we embark on a journey that will take us from the comfort of our homes into the heart of human consciousness. Today, we're venturing into a dark corner of this vast landscape to explore a groundbreaking study that shook the foundations of our understanding of human behavior. So, are you ready? Let's unravel the mysteries of the human mind together. Buckle up, it's going to be a thrilling ride. Welcome to Yes Brainer, your go-to channel for all things mind-boggling and intriguing. Today, we're embarking on a journey into the intricate maze of human psychology. We'll be delving into a groundbreaking study that took place in the basement of Stanford University over 4 decades ago, the Stanford Prison Experiment. This experiment, conducted by psychologist Philip Zimbardo, aimed to unmask the chilling truth about how ordinary people can be swayed to commit unthinkable actions. So buckle up as we dive deep into the power of role-playing, the unfolding of the experiment, its shocking aftermath, and the profound implications it has on our understanding of human nature. Remember, understanding the human mind is not a sprint, it's a marathon. So let's get started. Have you ever wondered how ordinary people can commit unthinkable atrocities? It's a chilling question, yet one that psychologist Philip Zimbardo sought to answer in a groundbreaking study known as the Stanford Prison Experiment. This social psychology experiment, conducted over 40 years ago, aimed to investigate the psychological effects of perceived power and the phenomenon of role-playing. The premise was simple yet profound. Ordinary individuals were randomly assigned roles as prisoners or guards in a simulated prison environment. The objective? To understand how these roles could impact their behavior and mental state. The experiment sought to delve deep into the darkest corners of human nature, exploring how far people could be pushed under the influence of authority, power, and circumstance. In the summer of 1971, the basement of Stanford University was transformed into a mock prison, marking the beginning of one of the most controversial experiments in the history of psychology. The experiment began with 24 prisoners and guards, each playing their roles a bit too well. In an attempt to understand the psychological impacts of perceived power, Stanford researchers embarked on an experiment where ordinary college students were randomly assigned roles as prisoners or guards. This was no ordinary study, it was a full-fledged simulation of a prison environment right in the heart of Stanford University. The prisoners were arrested at their homes without warning by actual police officers. They were methodically stripped of their personal identities, dressed in prison garb, and assigned numbers. The guards, on the other hand, were given mirrored sunglasses to prevent eye contact, uniforms, and batons, emphasizing their dominant role. As the experiment progressed, the line between simulation and reality blurred. The guards imposed authoritarian measures, creating an environment of control and subordination. They subjected the prisoners to psychological torture, including humiliation, solitary confinement, and deprivation of basic rights. The prisoners, in turn, showed signs of extreme stress and anxiety, and some even exhibited symptoms of severe depression. What was shocking was the rapid transformation of these ordinary students into their assumed roles. The guards became increasingly sadistic, while the prisoners became passive and accepted the abusive treatment. This was not just role-playing anymore, it was a demonstration of how quickly people can internalize roles, especially when those roles are associated with power and status. The atmosphere in the simulated prison grew so intense that some prisoners had to be released early due to extreme emotional distress. Even the researchers were taken aback by the escalating tension and the unexpected reactions from both the guards and prisoners. This experiment was supposed to last for 2 weeks. However, the psychological harm inflicted on the participants and the ethical concerns raised led to its premature termination. After only 6 days, the experiment was abruptly terminated due to its escalating intensity and unexpected outcomes. The aftermath of the experiment raised alarming questions about human nature and the psychology of power. The experiment concluded prematurely, leaving a profound impact on its participants. Some experienced emotional trauma, a chilling testament to the potency of the situation they were immersed in. The ethical concerns surrounding the Stanford prison experiment were numerous. It questioned the extent to which researchers can push the boundaries of psychological studies. It brought to light the potential for harm when role-playing is pushed to extremes, underlining the need for stringent guidelines and oversight in scientific studies. Moreover, the experiment had lasting implications on our understanding of human behavior. It demonstrated how power dynamics and situational factors can dramatically alter a person's actions and attitudes. It made us realize that even the most ordinary individuals can act in extraordinary and often disturbing ways when thrust into certain circumstances. The Stanford prison experiment remains a stark reminder of the power of situation and the thin line between role-playing and reality. So, what can we learn from the Stanford prison experiment? In our journey today, we've delved deep into the heart of one of psychology's most controversial studies. We've explored the potent influence of roles and situations in shaping behavior, where ordinary students transformed into stern guards and submissive prisoners, simply because that's what their roles dictated. We've also highlighted the ethical issues that the experiment threw into the spotlight. The emotional turmoil experienced by the participants raises questions about the extent to which psychological research should go and how far is too far. Most importantly, we've addressed the enduring influence of this experiment on the field of psychology. It has left an indelible mark, prompting psychologists to reflect on the ethical boundaries of their work while continuing to study the profound impact of power and circumstance on human behavior. The Stanford prison experiment continues to provoke thought and debate, reminding us of the profound impact of power and circumstance on human behavior.